What's up guys, welcome to part 2 in my big break upgrade series. So today we are going to be painting these calipers. New caliper hood is. So got these all ready as you saw in the last part. I got new seals, new dust boots all up in here. Let's just get started on painting, so let's get to it. So the way I'm painting my calipers today is with this right here, G2 caliper epoxy, really good stuff. So this is what we have. This is a little setup here. We got the actual can of paint right here. There's the color. You'll notice when you get it, it feels a little empty, but that's because they leave a little space in there for the actual hardener. So this is the reactor. Put that in there, and it comes with a sticker, instructions, stirring stick, and a really crappy brush. So I went ahead and grabbed this one. So I'll be painting it with this right here, and yeah, let's get right to it. I'll go ahead and read the instructions and tell you guys the important parts, so let's get to it. Here's the color. Yeah, red. I know, it's basic. I know. It was originally between gold or blue, but with the wheels I'm going to be running on my car, red is really the best color to go with. So I really didn't want to be all basic and go red, but I mean, it's going to look best on my car. But anyways, let's get to mixing the paint up. So instructions says do it all, pour the whole bottle. So pour the whole bottle, stir it, let it react for 5 minutes, stir it again, start painting. So stir it up good, you want that hardener, that reactor, to get all up in that paint. So you want to do a light coat before painting with the next coat. Wait 15 minutes in between, and then once you're done painting, wait 2 hours for it to set. And just be aware that after you apply this, after you mix, you only have 4 hours to get everything painted, because after the 4-hour mark, this thing is gonna be completely dry. So 5 minutes starting now. So it's been about 5 minutes now. I'm gonna stir one more time. So it's kind of hard filming this, so I'm going to continue painting and I'll get back to you once I finish. So I gotta let you know that I was struggling at first. This stuff is very particular as far as the temperature that you're painting at. So there's a specific temperature range that you gotta stick to, and I think that's about 40 to 70 degrees. Which when I was first painting it, as you saw, I was out in the sun, and I was noticing as I was painting, it was getting tacky and leaving so many brush strokes. So I think that's my bad as far as leaving some brush strokes on there. But as soon as I put it inside, I went inside the garage and kind of finished it off, the rest of the coats. I did notice that it was a little bit easier to work with. So you actually do get a smooth finish the longer it takes to dry. And the colder in that temperature range that it is, the longer it takes to dry. So just keep that in mind. So as you can see, it is pretty decent finish for being a brush on kit. So I'm very happy with the way the finish came out. It's very, very shiny when you see it in person, so I'm very happy with that epoxy. It is going to be a very strong finish. It's going to be resistant to high temperature, so that's another good thing. So one thing I didn't like about this G2 kit is the finish does kind of show a couple brush strokes on there when you look at it in the right light. So I wasn't a big fan of that. I do stand by my word as far as saying this is the proper way to paint calipers, as opposed to doing some caliper spray paint. It is way better. If you are looking to paint your caliper, I definitely recommend against spray painting it using some random spray paint, because it doesn't look good. Even if you clear coat it, it doesn't look good. It doesn't have the same heat tolerance as this. But overall, I'll rate the G2 caliper paint really well, just because the finish is very glossy. I really like the pigment of the color. For the price, it is amazing. So as we all know by now, powder coating is really the way to go. But for us that are on a little bit of a budget, this is definitely the best alternative that I found. I definitely recommend it for anybody who is looking to get a good finish on their caliper without having to pay about $80 to $100 per caliper to get it powder coated. I did pay about $45 for that kit. It gave very good results in my opinion. Okay, so now that these things are all pretty and painted, I'm gonna go ahead and start the next step in finishing these calipers completely, and that is putting on these Honda decals. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, I'm gonna be putting on these Honda decals. These are high temperature. I already went ahead and did some maths and got it matched up, so that's gonna be the little square that it takes up. I'm almost certain it fits in there. Hopefully I know how to do maths. Yeah, I'll go ahead and mask up that one, and then I'll show you guys the little process I do to get these on. So let's get it going here. And for those of you who are wondering how to math this up, pretty much just using this little ruler, my trusty ruler. I measure in millimeters because that's the smart way to do it. You just gotta find little reference points. So I use this little dimple and that one, so those are my points that I'm measuring lengthwise, and I get the measurement of that, and I think that came out to 130 millimeters. Then I measure the length of the longest point on this, on the H, and the longest point on the A, and I measured that out. I forgot what that came out to, but you pretty much take this, subtract it by the length of that, and you get your excess, right? So the excess space, you want to divide that by 2, because you want it to be equal length on this side, equal length on that side, and that's pretty much your space, and that's where this is going to be centered, right? Once you get the measurement for each side, you pretty much will measure that same length, and you'll put your piece of tape, and the same thing going this way. You just take that, measure this, and do maths, and that's about it. Okay, so I got it all taped up, got my little rectangle that I'm going to put the decal in. Hopefully my maths are correct, because I only get one shot at this. So that's how this goes. I wish this paper was more clear. I'm not pressing it hard right now because I'm gonna take a few measurements just to kind of make sure I have it centered. Alright, that's actually pretty good for that fast of a placement. From here, one of my old tricks to putting these decals on is I take the backing plate on the waxed side and I just apply pressure with my finger at first, Another thing I like to do that used to work for me really well is just make sure you generate heat. Typically I like to apply these decals with like a heat gun or a blow dryer, but I didn't feel like going to get I don't have a heat gun and I didn't feel like going to get the blow dryer, so. Alright, and then you want to get something that'll kind of slide nicely and won't etch or cut the paper. And you just want to rub it like that. Alright, and then once you think it's stuck on there and not going anywhere, go ahead and start peeling this nice and smooth. And voila, and there you have it. There's that Honda decal on there. I would really want to clear coat this on there just to kind of protect the decal a little bit, but you're not really supposed to clear coat over this epoxy. I'm just gonna leave it like that for now. Damn, them hoes clean. But I am really happy with the way these came out. They are done, ready to go on the car now, so I am very excited. I really love the color. I love the way the paint came out. I love the decal, kind of finishes it off. It puts that nice grain of rice right on top, so gotta enjoy that. So now that I got the calipers all done, I just got way more excited about them just because I know that they're ready to go on the car now. So all I need to do is just finish getting that 5-lug conversion ready. So keep an eye out for my next video. If you haven't already, please subscribe. I got plenty more videos coming, like that 5-lug conversion. Got to get that done, and then you can see those bad boys on my car. But other than that, I hope you did enjoy the video, found something useful, learned something new today. If you did, go ahead and thumbs up the video. Comment down below if you have any questions about this. I'm more than happy to answer any questions or anything you're curious about as far as the RL Big Brake Kit. And as always, thank you for watching. Later, guys.